Brzenk versus Leonidas Arkona.
I'm going into this match with a mindset of it being 50-50. If I can maintain my aggressiveness and control the match, I think I have a good chance. My plan is to attack his bicep and side pressure. If plan A doesn't work and my shoulder isn't strong enough to take him out sideways, I'll have to drop back, and we will battle it out with back pressure to back pressure. Even if it goes to a strap match, I'm hoping my frame will give me the advantage in hand positioning. My biggest concern is if he manages to use his bicep strength to attack my hand. I also know that Leonidas has better endurance than me.
Cadorette versus Kurdecha.
I would say that Kurdecha is probably stronger, but he has to arm wrestle smart. He can't just fall into what he believes is his strong move, because he could possibly get himself in trouble. If you don't know how to pull Jerry with a brave move, wrist to wrist, and kind of knock him off center, and he's able to jam in there and get behind his arm with that tricep bench press type move he has, it can be a long day for you. I feel that maybe Alex might fall into that trap. If Alex is aggressive and gets him off center and pulls him sideways and doesn't allow him to get there, then Alex is going to crush him.
Bagent versus Corey West.
This is going to be a tough challenge for Travis. Travis has been known to be quite honestly possibly the best left arm wrestler on the planet for many years. But if I had to pick one guy to go against Travis, it would probably be Corey, just because of his training with Todd. And he knows that posting back pressure move, and he's so big, and he's got such a strong dominant hand. If the match stops, I'm going to say Corey. But if Travis can be smooth and explosive from the go and get it to the pad, then of course Travis is going to be able to do it. But it's going to be a tough match.
Todd Hutchings versus Evgeny Prudnik.
It's going to be a good match. If Todd's able to stop it, he'll beat him, but he's still vulnerable to that hard-hitting, not full-hand top roll, but just this outside side pressure hit that Prudnik possess. And it has to be in an aggressive style where it's on your side of the table.
Todd versus Camille Jablonski.
That'll be a good match. Michael will have his hands full, but he's looking like he's in pretty good shape.
Matt Mask versus Lars Rorbakken.
I think Matt probably has a little too much outside for Lars to deal with, and I don't think Lars can even commit to a shoulder roll, and I think Matt's strong enough to hold that off. So I'll give a little bit of the edge to Matt, but also is another close match.
Chaffee versus Frank Lamparelli.
I think that's going to be a really good match. I don't know if Dave's got his neck issues all figured out and he's back to his normal form. He's got tremendous side pressure that might be enough to win. But Frank's got great hand size and great back pressure top roll that, if it stops, I think he can wear down Dave. So it'll be an exciting match. It won't be so easy for Dave to press someone the size of Frank. Also, Frank was effective in his match with Michael. He was able to take Michael out of position.
Linn versus Rustam Babayev.
Linn is the new up-and-coming monster. I don't know where his ceiling is. Rustam is a legend. If he comes in his normal legendary fashion that we've seen last 10 or 15 years, he's really good. I'm assuming that he's going to be a lot more well-prepared knowing Paul's shape. I think he might have underestimated Paul the last time, but it won't happen again. So I'm assuming he's going to be close to his best shape. So it should be a killer match because Paul has gotten a lot better.
Tullier versus Tom Holland.
I know Craig is very explosive, powerful, with similar builds and styles than Linn, maybe one category smaller. I don't know math about Tom Holland. He kinda has a defensive hook, and he can go long distance. If the match is quick, I think Craig is the winner. If it stops, then we got a match.
Artyom Taranenko versus Mindaugas Tarasitis.
Mindaugas has got tremendous endurance, and if he can stop the match, then he's going to come out on top. Artyom has to be explosive and get it done quickly, or he's going to be in trouble.
Justin Bishop versus Janice Amalins.
It can't turn into a technical match because Janice is the best in that regard. So Justin has to be explosive and has to finish the match and be smart about it. He has to have control and finish quickly. If it stops at any point, I think Janice is just too technical. I hate to bet against the West here, but Janice would be a tough enough to crack for any
Paul Talbot versus Vrej Sedrakian.
Paul Talbot used to be a beast, left-handed, so I'm not going to bet against Paul if it's left-handed.
Jonathan Brea versus Americ Predines.
I gotta go with Brea.